You ever have one of those mornings where the coffee tastes like victory, but your lower back is reminding you exactly how heavy that slab of white oak was yesterday? Happy Sunday, folks. Welcome back to the den.
Based on the way you just sat down, Tiger, I'm guessing victory involves a heating pad later today.
It's a rhythmic ache, Alex. It lets me know I'm still upright. I was out here late, trying to perfect the sliding dovetail. And let me tell you, gravity and friction are two neighbors that just don't want to get along sometimes. I ended up having to plane back about a 16th of an inch just to get the thing to stop screaming at me.
At least the wood was the only thing screaming. Usually, it's the neighbors complaining about the table saw at 11 p.m. Speaking of things that work better than your stubborn dovetails, we've got some serious gear to talk about today. You saw the news on that new Fronius rig?
Oh, the iWave 500i. Man, that thing is a piece of art wrapped in an industrial shell. It's a multi-process beast. Usually switching from TIG to MIG is like trying to change your clothes in a telephone booth while someone's throwing rocks at you. You've got leads everywhere, 3 different gas tanks, and you're tripping over cables. This Fronius setup lets you swap functions with a button press. It's the kind of efficiency that makes a small shop feel like a factory. I remember back in my early days, I had this old transformer welder that hummed so loud, it'd vibrate the fillings right out of your teeth. Switching processes meant 20 minutes of wrenching and a lot of creative swearing.
Well, creative swearing is your specialty. But look at the scale of this. It's not just small shops. Saginaw Control is dropping a 250,000 square foot facility in Michigan. Oxbow is opening a high-tech site in New York. We're talking robotic welding and laser fabrication on a scale that makes your garage look like a birdhouse.
It's the big shake. Everything is scaling up. When you see 230,000 square feet of floor space dedicated to powder finishing and robotics, you realize the bar for precision isn't just a steady hand anymore, it's an algorithm. It's intimidating, sure, but it's also beautiful. It's like watching a symphony where the instruments are made of cold-rolled steel.
Speaking of precision, let's talk about the people running those machines. There's a massive shift in how people are getting trained. Train Technologies just opened this ATTC center. They're saying they can handle 4,500 students. And LG opened their Orange Training Academy in Cali. It feels like the days of just shadowing old Gus for 6 months are over.
Old Gus never knew how to program a variable speed compressor anyway. Look, I'm a huge believer in the watch one, do one, teach one method, but the tech in HVAC and climate control right now, it's moving at the speed of a forest fire.
You think the apprentice route is dead?
Not dead, just evolved. If you're a young tech and your boss offers to send you to one of these academies, you jump on it. Don't walk, run. Learning on the job is great for finding out which pipes are hot, but these immersive centers give you the why behind the how. It's the difference between being a guy who replaces parts and a guy who understands the thermal dynamics of a skyscraper.
It's funny you say that because we see the same thing in the maker-mogul world. People think they can just wing it, but the data says otherwise. eRank just put out the Canadian search trends for Etsy.
Let me guess. People are searching for cool wooden thing?
Exactly why you aren't the marketing director. No, the generic search is dying. People aren't looking for table. They're looking for mid-century modern walnut side table with brass inlay.
It's the long tail. I learned this the hard way when I tried to sell those general purpose bowls 5 years ago. Sat on the shelf so long they started growing their own ecosystem. As soon as I relabeled them as hand-turned spalted maple fruit bowls for rustic kitchens, they vanished in a weekend.
That's the Sunday action item for our sellers. Audit those listings. If your tags are broad, you're invisible. You have to be the answer to a very specific question someone is asking Google at 2 a.m.
It's like trying to find a specific nut in a junk drawer. If you're looking for a piece of metal, you'll be there all day. If you're looking for an M8 flange bolt with a 1.25 pitch, your eyes zero right in, bro.
I love that your brain always goes back to the junk drawer. Speaking of being overwhelmed, what are we building this weekend? I saw you looking at those catamaran blueprints. Please tell me you aren't planning to turn the driveway into a shipyard.
My wife would have my head on a pike. But man, that catamaran guide, it's a masterclass. Fiberglass, structural assembly, weight distribution. It's the ultimate big swing project. But for the rest of us mortals who don't have a dry dock, I've been obsessed with these Japanese-inspired shop upgrades.
Like the tiny tool organizers?
Exactly. Small stuff. Cleats that actually hold their weight, jigs that don't wobble, and ways to make a 10 by 10 space feel like a cathedral. My tip for the weekend? Before you even touch a tool, do the clean sweep.
Here we go. Tiger's Zen of tidying.
Don't knock it. Give me 10 minutes of clearing the clutter. Every time I skip it, I end up spending half my build time looking for the pencil that's literally tucked behind my ear. There is a specific kind of madness that comes from searching for a 1/4 inch chisel when you're in the middle of a flow state. It breaks the spell.
I'll give you that. Nothing kills the vibe like a lost tape measure.
I once spent 40 minutes looking for my safety glasses before realizing I was wearing them. That was my rock bottom.
Well, on that note, we've covered the big and the small, from 500 amp welders to long-tail keywords.
It's all the same thing, really. Whether you're welding a frame for a skyscraper or tagging a cutting board on Etsy, it's about the intention you put into the work. Don't just settle for good enough. Go find that training, use that specific keyword, and for heaven's sake, clean your bench.
A meaningful Sunday sermon from the TigerDen.
Maybe just a gentle nudge. Go build something beautiful this week, folks, even if it's just a better way to hold your pencils.
See you in the shop.